Joel here with Bodycam Breakdown TV. Today's footage comes from NY Detective. If you want to watch the original video without my commentary or breakdown, I'll have the full footage linked below so you can watch it start to finish. After reports of a disruptive and possibly impaired individual inside the airport, officers are called in to figure out what's happening. What starts as a routine response is about to test patience, communication, and compliance in one of the busiest public environments possible. The breakdown starts now.
Excuse me, bud. Hi, how can I help you? Hey, what's up?
Hey. No.
How can I help you?
What you got on? What you got on you right now, my man?
Oh, it's just department issued gear. How can I help you today?
Okay, what you got outside of the department gear?
He's speaking with the officer, but his speech and overall demeanor already appear unusual. The conversation is about to shift as officers explain why they're there and what the business expects moving forward.
Okay. So I guess you're not wanted here?
Yeah, I don't them over
They not wanted here. They not wanted here.
Hold on. You talk.
Two this guy complained about them. I told him sit down while here to finish all the drink. And then he make noise, he sit down over here, make noise.
Okay.
I got foot.
As the employee explains why officers were called, they're taking time to hear both sides of the story before making any decisions. But the conversation is about to take an unexpected turn.
They have a problem with me because I am black. They have a problem.
He has a problem with you.
Because I am black.
He has a problem with you.
Because you know this.
Okay.
You make my customer echo.
With the officers now understanding what led to the call, they're about to escort him out of the bar. Whether he accepts that decision is about to determine where this interaction goes next.
So, all right, let's go this way. We'll talk outside. The bill's paid. Everything's all good. We'll go somewhere else, all right?
Okay, who am I following? I'm following you or here.
Oh, you can follow me. Yeah, sure.
I follow you.
That's fine. That's okay. You can take your business elsewhere. Not a big deal.
I know I'm not.
Not a big deal.
It's just the people. I know how it is.
He's flying out.
Can you just follow me?
The officers have escorted him to the front of the bar, putting him just steps away from ending the interaction. But instead of simply leaving, he appears reluctant to move on, keeping the officers engaged longer than expected.
I don't want to
Where
talk
now?
to them.
Where can I help you go? You want to go to Gatorland now? You want to see some Gators?
I don't want to go to Gator. I don't want to none of them. I don't want to talk to you because they feel like
It's done. You're out here?
Okay, we out here. So I'm good, right?
So where do you want to go?
I don't go nowhere. I'm good. I'm waiting on my flight.
The officers have gotten him out of the bar, but they're still working to get him where he needs to go inside the airport. Instead of helping bring the interaction to a close, his behavior continues making that task more difficult.
Oh, okay, so where are you flying to?
My flight, I'm talking to you. Can we talk over here?
Yeah. Where do you fly to?
Silver, right?
Silver Airways?
I said, no, I'm on Intercontinental. Can we talk over here? Can we step over there, though? I don't want to involve them.
Well, unfortunately, they're tied to me at this moment in time. As they're just hanging out, making sure I'm okay.
Can I get one person?
Despite the officers' continued efforts to keep things moving, he's still making the interaction more difficult than it needs to be. His behavior is about to draw even more attention, creating another challenge for the officers to manage.
It's like, damn, it's like I'm one human being. Like, do we need 10, 30, 40 people?
Don't worry about them. Just talk to me.
You said not to worry about them, but can I get one person?
I'm right here, yeah.
You want him? You want him? You want her? You want her? You want this guy?
No,
who you want?
So what airline are you flying with, man?
Okay, I want this guy. We not traveling. We good.
The officers are still giving him every opportunity to leave on his own, but he continues prolonging the interaction. The longer this goes on, the more difficult it becomes for the officers to bring the call to a peaceful end.
I don't want him. He don't understand it.
So how can I help you today?
Can we talk out in the front? Am I under arrest?
No, you're under arrest. But
Okay,
the thing is, here's the thing about the airport. Right now it's just me, okay? And right now the airline has not gotten involved, right? Or the airport people, right?
The officers are still trying to bring this interaction to a close, but he's continuing to make that difficult. In the next few moments, the conversation is about to shift once again, creating another challenge for the officers to work through.
So I just want to, if you want to go to Gatorland, I can help you get there.
I don't want to go nowhere.
If you want
I don't want to go nowhere. I'm staying here.
And wait for your flight.
I don't want to go nowhere at all. I'm just saying, though, it's like, why does it take 10, 4, 5 for a black young man in America? No.
His tone is becoming noticeably more confrontational, making it harder for the officers to keep the interaction on track. If that trend continues, they're likely to have fewer options for bringing this call to a peaceful conclusion.
Just go, please, please, please. I promise you, please. Just go sit down.
Is he on?
No.
He's cool. He's okay.
Yes,
He's
just go
okay.
sit down. Hey,
Is that your family?
Can we go talk, me and you?
Okay, we'll go talk outside.
Yes, I don't want nobody involved.
All right, just relax. Just I just need to relax.
The officers are about to start moving him away from the area in another effort to bring the interaction to a close. The real question now is whether he'll go willingly or create another obstacle along the way.
You want to detain me?
I don't want to detain you.
Okay,
We're just
can
talking.
we step outside?
We're just talking.
That's what I'm like.
If you have an airline, right? Okay, just hear me out, dude.
Can I hand you a shake?
Shake my hand? Yeah, we already did that earlier, but brother.
Can we step outside, bro?
If you have an airline
bro, if
flight,
we're not stepping outside, then it's nothing to talk about.
He's making it clear he doesn't want to continue the conversation where they are. Rather than arguing the point, the officers are about to move the discussion outside in another effort to keep the interaction moving toward a peaceful resolution.
It's hell, bro. I can bump you off in the open. I have the right to remain silent, right? I have the right to remain silent.
I think we have enough people to drive your... Is it an airport car? Juwan, if I can get you to leave here, do you want to? You want to go somewhere?
The officer is now asking questions to figure out where he can go next, continuing to look for a practical solution. Even after everything that's happened, the focus remains on resolving the situation as peacefully as possible.
I have nothing to say, man.
Are you willing to leave the airport for a couple hours?
I have nothing to say.
Can you hear me? It's kind of loud.
I have nothing to say.
But do you want to leave in a couple hours?
I have the right to remain silent, right?
You're not detained right now.
I have the right to remain silent, though. Do I not? This yes or no?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm staying silent.
The officer is still trying to help him find a workable solution, but his agitation continues to grow. As his frustration builds, it becomes increasingly difficult for the officer to keep the conversation productive.
What I'm
Get
saying
out of my face. I have the right to remain silent. That's what I'm saying. My hands are up.
Yeah, sure, your hands are up, but can you talk, sir?
Okay, so I don't need no spec, I don't need no space. I know my rights. That's what it is.
I understand that.
Okay, so step the back. If it's a regional fight, step the back then.
His behavior is becoming increasingly confrontational, and he's now moving into the officer's personal space. That kind of behavior can quickly change how officers respond, as maintaining both safety and control becomes the immediate priority.
Y'all armed up, y'all officer,
Talk to him.
you know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay.
Could you,
I respect you
Goa,
with
please.
no weapons.
Tell him, Goa.
I'll you one time, respect.
Go ahead, tell him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it to you.
Calm down.
10,
Tell him,
4,
tell him,
5,
please.
6, 7 times respect.
His frustration continues to build, and his behavior is becoming more confrontational with each passing moment. The officers are remaining patient for now, but that patience is about to be tested in a much bigger way.
I got the right. I got the right. Right? It's a freedom of speech, right?
All right, can you tell him?
All right then.
Tell them,
It's a
please.
freedom of speech.
Yeah. Don't do that.
But did I touch you though? I ain't touch you though.
Don't do
You
that,
touched
man.
me. You touched me. You touched me though.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it's all on camera. I ain't touched none of y'all.
His behavior has continued escalating, and he's about to make a move that forces the officers to respond immediately. In just a moment, their focus will shift from trying to calm the situation to safely taking him into custody.
Hey, that's yeah. Keep. No.
Do it now. Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm resisting.
The officers have taken him to the ground and are now working to get him into handcuffs. The situation is moving quickly, and his next actions will determine how difficult that process becomes.
All right, to the right. I got legs. All right.
Crazy.
There you go.
You got it on camera, right? That's crazy. Yeah, lawsuit.
Ready?
Lawsuit. Yeah, 100 million. That's what I wanted. I ain't do nothing wrong, baby.
The encounter ended with the suspect being taken into custody after officers brought the escalating situation under control. He was later charged with trespassing, resisting, and disorderly intoxication. This case shows how a call that begins with repeated opportunities to cooperate can quickly change when those opportunities aren't taken. What are your thoughts on how the officers handled this encounter? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, that's the end of today's breakdown. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, how do you think this situation went down? Did the officers handle it the right way, or would you have done something differently? If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next Bodycam Breakdown.